everything you'll achieve, but you always have that in mind in front of you, that vision of what you might do. And you might never do it, you might do something totally different. But you need that vision and dream. And sometimes people say to us, oh, why do you tell consumers they can vision and dream whatever they want? It's because everybody does, and everyone needs that in their life, you know. They may not be a pop star or get married or whatever, but they need that vision to always, as a goal, as something that directs their life.
I see a person that we're supporting right in the middle, and I see us standing beside that person, and I see the individual, the important person that's in the centre drawing onto us for when they need us. And I see the individual drawing onto any one of these individuals to assist them in some part, whatever that might look like for them, whatever that might mean for them. Drawing onto any of these individuals to assist them with whatever it might be.
So they're like a resource or a
perfect.
Yeah. And so that's a great central graphic. The individual is a central person.
We would, in terms of assisting that person to access the community or to create relationships and partnerships with people out in the community, that it'll be through us to assist them in doing so. Okay. Do you know what I mean? And then we could just, let's say for example, there might be some, natural or informal supports that we could help establish. And then we can go back into that little circle there and go, well, we're here when you need us.
Okay, right, so it's like going out and then finding those things in the community, you're there to support it.
Yeah.
So what does that look like?
I guess I can look visually, the only way I can see it in my head is you could have a circle with the client in it, and the staff member could be on the outside of that circle with their leg inside it.
Right. So this is like a person could go out and try something like a job or study, and then maybe just like, and they can come back again. It's like a sort of move in, move out.
Revolving door.
Oh, like a revolving door.
Very.
Yeah, I know. I like to draw that.
Sorry, you're on your own.
Other graphics.
How's that? Make sense? Yep.
Deb, have you got a vision of what you're
I don't have a huge visual at the moment,
No.
but what I would really love to be a part of is an environment that all people, clients, staff, families, embrace growth, development and emotional growth. And I say that because the people here are part of that process.
Yeah.
And when we get back down to the now, I want to be in a place where everybody could have been in this room around their own development.
Yeah.
And therefore, if they respect that themselves, they embrace that and they take that attitude to the people they work with. And that's each other, the clients, the families who...
Got a sort of vision for your staff about a growth, a sort of...
Yeah.
So is that like...
So it's an individual, personal,
but
a definite respect for each other.
Okay.
That's a culture.
Wow. Do you want to run us through what you've got there, Randy?
How do we get people connected differently or more in community? How do we move away from the structured timetables to allow people to have more choices, opportunities, gain the knowledge and bring the families along with that as well? An individual plan or path for all people, using the ideas that come from people, and like Di said, they don't know what they don't know, so how this feeds into that, how do you give people opportunities? The staff themselves connecting with each other, reflecting on the past to then come all on board with the mission that you're going through, and one plan, one vision. Have I captured it all for you? I think that's cool.
Like supporting the person to take complete leadership and self-direction.
Okay.
In the middle here, you'll know what it is.
I think to be like.
If you have a really strong vision, people might just decide it's not for them, Oh, Deb's talked about that, didn't you? If it's a strong enough vision.
I would just have this as a community hub, the one building, the rest would be gone. This would just be a hub to tap in base when you need learning and training, and the rest would be all out in the community.
Okay, so does that mean to knock some things down? Or?
Sell it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's got to come down out there? Is
Everything but this building, you kind of need a meeting room.
Yeah.
So just this, right? Deb's
Building,
So can we sell the land or something, or?
Yep.
Sure. just make, you know, they have lots of money to go out and so we're sort of going to have a hub here, like a,
So you can do all your meeting and training with your individuals that you support, all your staff and everything else like that, and then
so
the rest is out in the community.
Am I going with that?
Oh,
Yes, go with it.
Really exciting.
I didn't plant any seeds or anything.
And so could this become like a community house or something? Could it just be
Down there,
flexible?
could.
You know what, it could.
Maybe
If we
we
catch
can-
one of the buildings, we could do that. You know, there's those neighbourhood houses and stuff.
Yeah,
Why
so I
not?
don't know, maybe.
Yeah, hook up with the council.
Okay. So does it mean like people don't, like, you know, some people don't come to the sound in the morning and they go out?
No,
But
they
people just go to wherever.
will be trained or so forth, or assisted with public transport or program directed straight from home, not unless you come here for the some sort of training.
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah. So
It's getting out of
like
the
a-
institutionalised kind of
Yeah.
setting.
So it's a little bit like a centre I'm thinking of in the Outer East where they, well, there's still a centre there with other services, but the day service has gone into 5 shop fronts. So there's about 10, 12 people in each shop front. But when you go there in the morning, often there's nobody there because they're working and they're at college. But that's their base. They come back to, you know, for meetings and stuff. Yeah.
So fill me in then
How's
on
it
what the
look?
hub is going to be.
How does it look?
What is going to happen in the
Building,
hub?
but without the rest of it.
Meetings, coffee,
Training.
and like admin and finance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe just-
Auditor stuff, yeah.
I don't know what fully competent staff are either, because there's so many qualities that each individual brings.
That's right.
Very different,
That
yeah.
it
And
looks
what-
different from every person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what competence means now is different from what we've understood it for a long time in this field.
Yeah.
You know, like the questions that we were asking the people that were coming here accessing our service are no longer the questions we should be asking.
Yeah.
And that's a skill that we need
Yeah.
to learn what to look for, what to ask, how to ask it, and to have that insight to be able to tap in and extract that information.
That's kind of vision about hiring. Who are the right people? Yeah.
Or training, or you know, giving us, you know, training our staff to have the skills to be able to do that.
I've just seen a couple of examples lately where the people that have been the most competent have been people that don't have a huge disability background. They've been people like, one was an events coordinator, and we set up a thing called Mates and Dates, a dating agency, and we went, oh my gosh, you know, she's just, like, she doesn't know anything about disability, but she comes in, and because she's fresh, she just takes people as they are, and, you know, was the best person, with no sort of worry about duty of care.
What that looks like is obviously something that
Yeah.
one would need to determine, but like you said, Tina, it's about making sure you've got people who know the questions to ask, to stand beside somebody in order to facilitate their, the outcomes that they seek. Because otherwise you're just sending people out there to do activities, recreation activities that they think are of value.
Yeah.
We're not going to be the same in 5 years, we're not going to be the same in 10 years, but in 5 years we'll go, well, I've made this much change and I look back and I go, oh my God, I was at that day centre and we were still on site. Now, 5 years down the track and then reflect again in another 5 years, what potential there is for the
You're more
individual.
talking about what people call like community connectors, or you know, like more and more agencies are thinking about not instructors or workers, but community connectors who are local community people who know what's happening. Yeah.
So can I put in here responsible for own personal growth as another bubble into this?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The vision is to include everyone to tell the story, to sell this kind of path. Yeah, is that part of the vision? Because you people think it's a great idea to do all these things, but everyone else is.
We have to be able to sell it. We
Yeah.
have to be able to get buy-in from the existing staff
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And from parents
And your parents and your board, yeah. So it's kind of how does that look? It's like a sell, is it, or a?
We've said before the proof is in the pudding, but I mean we need to get pudding first.
Yeah.
So
It's a really good graphic. What does that? Sorry, you lost me a bit there.
the proof is, I mean,
Yeah.
to sell this idea, we need the proof that
it's
going
gonna
to
work.
that it's going to be successful, but we
Okay.
can't prove that that's going to be successful till we
Yeah, so it's like doing
run this path.
Yeah.
Or run a
But
path.
do it on a pilot, you're saying,
Yeah.
alongside the
Okay.
norm.
So you just keep doing what you're doing, but you
They
have some
have-
sort of exciting new sort
And
of
say it's working,
small
it's
group
working.
or
well,
something, or I don't know.
We have something
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what we're doing,
pipeline
yeah.
right now that's
Oh, really?
sort of
Great.
just heading in that
Okay.
direction, so
Right.
we're hoping that will be
So you've got
put in
something happening already.
On its way.
on its
So what does that look like? Is it like
Yeah, describe it.
like this little plant, is it? It's kind of just
We're taking 6
Yeah.
individuals, hopefully, into a pilot project, which
Yeah.
is going to be about giving more options, knowledge and opportunities.
Yeah.
It's a plane taking
Right.
off, destination unknown.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so plane's taking off, yeah. It's not hijacked or anything, but you know,
Yeah.
maybe it's,
Casey's hijacking it, but.
yeah. Has it got a name, the project?
No.
No.
No, okay. Is Destination Unknown might be a bit scary for
The
people.
destination unknown is because they're writing their own destination, it's going to be all about choice and individual decision.
Can we just have there as well, I'd like to see a different use of language.
Okay, yeah.
I think words, language plays a really big part in perception.
Yeah.
As much as the building does.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And so if we could change the words that we use to describe particular things.
Yeah, what's an
It could
example
change,
of that?
look, a very, I mean, I know we don't do this now, but just the
Yeah.
only thing I could draw on at the moment is, you know, a disabled person, you know, it's a
Yeah.
person with a disability.
Yeah.
You know, person in the wheelchair or the person that uses a wheelchair, and take a look at them and say, well, what does this really mean when we're using these words? How does it make us feel? What does it look like? And should we start changing them so that they can project more of a positive and inclusive kind of feel to it, if that makes
Yeah.
sense?
So what would a graphic for how that?
Can we just put the word language? And
What about communication? It's a bit of a-
Or a dictionary.
So if we
disability
speak it differently, we might start to think it differently, is that?
absolutely, just simply put,
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I was just thinking, I was recently sort of people out and there were some people there with a disability. And you just, no one was talking about it until, you know, the waitress came over and then the workers there at the lab was, oh, well, you know, because they get a disability. Because they're clients, they thought, they're just people, they're just at the pub having a meal, you know, but they were,
Yeah.
even in the, she said in a loud voice, and then, clients, you know, yeah.
see, clients is one of the words that I'm starting to feel a bit funny about, like clients.
We say
But they are a
consumers,
client,
don't we?
consumer,
The
yeah.
consumer sounds like
Or
a
participants.
supermarket, so.
Yeah, so what do you know,
Just guys.
people, I know, does there have to be a label? Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
So it's
the best
about
thing
looking
that
at-
we could probably do is invest in further consultation with people and ask what would you
Yeah.
What
like
would you
us
prefer
to.
to be called, Fred or Mary?
That's right.
He wants to call you, yeah.
Your name?
Yeah.
It's okay to say that, you know, we need to be mindful of language, but while we have a language structure that's not normal, we feed into bad language.
Yeah.
You know, so we need to remember that, you know,
Mm.
especially what our expectations are of other people or staff, we need to model that.
There's no smiley face on it.
on the map. I'd love to be us to be the service that people come, instead of us going to observe other service, I guess in the future I'd love people to come to us and look at the way we work because we're a fantastic
Oh, that's
service.
great vision to have. So, could that be a map?
Yeah, I guess even like a globe, I guess.
Oh,
Nice stick. That would be great.
Fantastic. Well, the way it's going, I'm sure that's going to happen, yeah.